just your spatial awareness, because I just saw little mishaps, but I know there's a lot of you, and it's quite a small stage, but just be more aware of that, and just a bit more attitude from everyone, because some of you had some real attitude. It was really cool to watch. And when you came together, and that's when you really started to enjoy it, and that's when you just all fused together as a group. And then it's just when you started enjoying it and just showing that you were having fun up there, and that's what was really good to see, because that's when everything started falling into place, and that was really good to see.
All right. To start off with, it was powerful, as in you lot wanted it and you lot showed it. Facials and everything were there. 2 problems. Number 1 is fundamentals. You had house and you had locking there, but there wasn't much grooving, there wasn't much to show that they were 2 different styles. So even if it's a thing of class or just training, just make sure that's 100% there. I'm glad that you bring other styles, but just make sure that's trained on. That and lines. If you're doing straight hands, make sure everybody hits it straight. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. And because when hits were like here, somewhere here, just make sure everyone's on point with that. That will move you to the next level, though. I can see big potential. It was good. Thank you.
Okay, I thought that it took you a while to get into it, and that was obviously nerves, but when you did, I think that you really started to perform at your faces, you got into it and you enjoyed it a lot more, and I think that showed. I think you've got such big personalities. I just think, because I can see that just by looking at you, I just think you really need to start putting that into your dancing now, because I think my main problem is I really wanted you to put more passion into it, kind of really hit your moves harder, clean them up. Other than that, I thought it was a nice routine. Just I really want you to kind of just really put some more passion into it. Yeah, well done, girls.
Hi girls, remember me? Okay, I raved about you last year. I thought you were great last year. I've got to say I'm very disappointed with what I've seen today. I've got to agree with what everyone said so far. The lines weren't clean throughout the whole group today. Last year you were absolutely top notch with that. This year, I don't know if it's choreography's getting a little bit more complicated, which I think it's great to see you stepping up the level, but the lines still need to stay the same, so you need to put more work into that. For me, it just took too long to get into it. I was actually quite bored at the beginning, and then towards the end, it picked up, then I got interested. So I think you've got to rethink that beginning, because it was quite boring for me. Good energy throughout again, but like I said, the choreography, I do like the fact that you brought 2 styles into it, but it's just not clean enough at the moment for me. So I'm a little bit disappointed. I was expecting you guys to really come on and rock it today. So, but a little bit unfair to judge you on last year as well, but I know what you girls are capable of, and I know you can do a lot better than that. Okay?
I'm actually on the fence. I like the fact that you did more than one style, because sometimes you go to a show and you see your LA or your kind of thing for it. But I'm glad that you did take a little bit of house, a little bit of locking. That was cool. What I really wish you did more of was like the manipulation. Which, like, yes, I think you stopped. You know what I mean? And things like that are like little bursts that you get throughout the whole performances. You need to build up your stages. Like you can start slow, go, bang, start again. But other than that, facials from you, lovely, all the way, loved it. When someone brings facials to the stage, it kind of makes the judge feel like, oh yeah, I can feel what you're doing. Some people need to not sing the lyrics but dance the lyrics. yeah, so you're laughing, you know. Less singing, more dancing. Other than that, as you know, I think it's very good song choice. The song choices were good for me because people know most of the songs there, and it's kind of very commercial, so I kind of enjoyed that. Other than that, like I said, I'm on the fence. I liked it, but some bits I didn't like about it. And I can see what mine was saying here about you can see better in you. and I could see it as well. And I could tell that obviously the stage is really small. We work with a lot of people on the stage as well. Don't make the stage kind of swallow you up, kind of manipulate the stage and kind of think, okay, cool, whatever, I ain't got that space, but that space you do have between the speaker and the wall, you murder that. You know what I mean? But other than that, it was a good performance, but take it to the next level next time, okay? But cool, good one.
Yeah. Still trying to think. Alright, you know what? What's your name? Lauren. What's your name? Sinead. Yeah, you two bang your performances. Yay! Like the whole time. Is that your mom? Hi, Mom. Yeah, man. So, no, so it's you two bang performances, and not just when you dance, but your facials. The whole time you're on it, and I was just like, that's what I want to see. I want to see everybody like, especially like we've won this and people like smiling. You see, Beyonce's mom over there, she's like, you know what I mean? You got to bring the energy on that, you know what I mean? Like bring that feeling, because you're dance, you know what I mean? And you got to feel the music, and you got to show people what the music's making you feel, you know what I mean? Yeah, you two bang that, that's individuals. Now, as a group collectively, yes and no, it's good to bring different styles to a competition, but I always say it's better not to do it if you're not 100% sure what you're doing. It's like somebody trying to do a freeze and they can't do it, and they do it like the angle's like there when it's supposed to be a handstand, and you're like, you know what, you shouldn't have bothered. You know what I mean? Like, focus on the technique, build it up, and then bring it when you're ready. Never release something when it's 50%. You know what I mean? Because I saw the locking, I knew it was locking, but the foundation wasn't really there. You know what I mean? So focus on building yourselves up on that in the house to make sure that like the foundation is clean and tight, and then bring it when you're ready and say, you know what, this is what we got. Until then, just focus on what you're good at. Because you lot are dynamic. I like the formations, but I would say with the choreography, I wanted to see more dynamics in the way you use the musicality. Like, I was just counting it like that. And I was like, yeah, I can see a lot of the moves are not really anticipating any hand counts on any of the music, do you know what I mean? And I can see that you lot were chilling. Like, your performance could have been dope if you had that in there, because you had another gear in there that you never reached. Because the musicality was like, just too easy for you. You know what I mean? I want to see you lot bring something a little bit harder and a little bit more dynamic and challenging. And then I'll be like, yeah. You know what I mean? Until then I'm just going to leave it at that. There was a good performance all around, it was good, but I can see another level. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, that was dope. Well done, stuff.